1/3 of all food produced for human consumption is lost or wasted globally. This staggering figure translates to roughly 1.3 billion tons of edible food ending up in landfills annually. Food waste is not just an ethical dilemma, but also a significant environmental burden, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. Food loss occurs at various stages of the supply chain, from production to consumption. In developing countries, inadequate storage facilities, poor infrastructure, and limited access to markets result in significant post-harvest losses. In developed nations, consumer behavior, aesthetic standards, and confusion over date labeling contribute to massive amounts of edible food being discarded. The environmental impact is undeniable, as rotting food in landfills produces methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Addressing food waste is not just about feeding the hungry, but also about mitigating climate change and preserving our planet's resources for future generations. It requires a collective effort from governments, businesses, and individuals to adopt sustainable practices and reduce food loss and waste throughout the food supply chain. Examining food waste in different regions reveals stark contrasts and highlights the complex interplay of factors contributing to this global issue. In sub-Saharan Africa, where over 250 million people are chronically undernourished, an estimated 20% of food is lost post-harvest due to inadequate storage and transportation. Conversely, in Europe and North America, consumer waste is a major culprit. Supermarkets and households discard vast quantities of edible food due to cosmetic imperfections, overbuying, and confusion over date labeling. In the United States alone, it's estimated that over 40% of all food goes uneaten, highlighting the urgent need for consumer education and behavior change. While infrastructure development and technology transfer are crucial for reducing post-harvest losses in developing nations, addressing consumer behavior and promoting responsible consumption patterns are paramount in developed countries. Ultimately, tackling food waste requires a context-specific approach, recognizing the unique challenges and opportunities present in different regions while fostering global collaboration and knowledge sharing. Japan, a country known for its meticulous approach to resource management, offers inspiring examples of innovative solutions to food waste. The mottainai concept, deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, emphasizes the importance of valuing resources and minimizing waste. One notable initiative is the widespread practice of food bank systems, where supermarkets and restaurants donate surplus food to charitable organizations that distribute it to those in need. Additionally, Japan has implemented strict regulations on food waste disposal, encouraging businesses and households to separate and compost food scraps. Companies are developing innovative packaging solutions that extend the shelf life of products, while others are creating smartphone applications that connect consumers with restaurants offering discounted meals made from surplus ingredients. Japan's multifaceted approach demonstrates that reducing food waste requires a combination of cultural shifts, policy interventions, and technological advancements. Their successes provide valuable lessons and inspiration for other nations seeking to address this global challenge. The United States, despite being a global agricultural powerhouse, grapples with a staggering food waste problem. An estimated 108 billion pounds of food are wasted annually in the US, with significant losses occurring throughout the supply chain, from farms to consumers' plates. At the farm level, cosmetic standards and market fluctuations often lead to perfectly edible fruits and vegetables being left unharvested or discarded. Supermarkets contribute to the problem by rejecting produce that doesn't meet stringent aesthetic requirements and overstocking perishable items. Restaurants and food service providers generate significant waste through oversized portions and improper storage practices. Consumers also play a considerable role in America's food waste crisis. Confusion over date labeling, impulse purchases, and a culture of abundance contribute to households discarding significant amounts of edible food. Addressing America's food waste problem requires a systemic approach involving stakeholders across the entire food supply chain. While the global food waste crisis may seem daunting, Numerous initiatives worldwide offer hope and demonstrate the impactful solutions being implemented. From farm-level interventions to consumer-driven movements, a collective effort is underway to reduce food loss and waste. One promising solution is the development of ugly produce programs, where supermarkets and online retailers sell fruits and vegetables that don't meet traditional cosmetic standards at discounted prices. This initiative not only reduces food waste at the retail level, but also provides consumers with access to affordable and nutritious food. Another impactful approach is the implementation of food waste audits in restaurants and food service establishments. By tracking and analyzing their waste streams, businesses can identify areas for improvement, optimize their operations, and significantly reduce their environmental footprint. Smartphone applications connect consumers with restaurants and cafes offering surplus food at discounted prices, while innovative packaging solutions extend the shelf life of perishable products, reducing spoilage. By embracing innovation, promoting collaboration, and raising awareness, we can collectively reduce food loss and waste, creating a more sustainable and equitable food system. Technology is emerging as a powerful ally in the fight against food waste, providing innovative solutions across the food supply chain. From farm to table, tech-driven initiatives are helping to optimize processes, reduce spoilage, and promote responsible consumption. One notable area of innovation is the development of food waste tracking and analytics platforms. By utilizing sensors and data analysis tools, these platforms provide businesses with real-time insights into their waste streams, enabling them to identify patterns, optimize inventory management, and minimize losses. Mobile applications are also connecting consumers with businesses offering surplus food at discounted prices. These apps allow users to browse a selection of meals, groceries, and prepared foods available at nearby restaurants, cafes, and bakeries, providing a win-win solution for both consumers and businesses. Edible coatings, modified atmosphere packaging, and intelligent packaging systems that monitor freshness are helping to reduce food spoilage and extend the time products can remain on store shelves. By harnessing the power of technology, we can create a more efficient, transparent, and sustainable food system. Community-based initiatives are playing a vital role in addressing food waste and promoting food security. From food banks to neighborhood sharing networks, grassroots efforts are connecting surplus food with those in need while fostering a culture of sharing and reducing environmental impact. Food banks have long been instrumental in redistributing surplus food from retailers, manufacturers, and individuals to those experiencing food insecurity. These organizations play a critical role in alleviating hunger while diverting edible food from landfills. Community fridges and pantries are also gaining popularity as hyperlocal solutions to food waste and food access. These publicly accessible refrigerators and shelves allow individuals to donate surplus food and for those in need to take what they require, fostering a sense of community and mutual support. Online platforms and social media groups are connecting neighbors who can share excess homemade meals, garden produce, or pantry staples. By supporting and participating in these initiatives, we can contribute to a more just and sustainable food system. The global food waste crisis demands urgent action from all sectors of society. While the scale of the challenge may seem daunting, each individual has the power to make a difference through conscious consumption, advocacy, and community engagement. Start by examining your own food habits and identifying areas where you can reduce waste. Plan meals in advance, create shopping lists to avoid impulse purchases, and store food properly to maximize its shelf life. Embrace the ugly produce movement and prioritize consuming leftovers creatively. Support businesses and organizations actively engaged in food waste reduction efforts. Engage with your community by volunteering at local food banks, participating in neighborhood sharing networks, or starting your own composting initiative. Together, we can transform this global challenge into an opportunity to nourish our communities and protect our planet.